Hi folks, Joblock Comics here with a spooky old upload for this rainy old Thursday here in Scotland. Journey into Mystery. Now this isn't the Journey into Mystery that you're probably thinking about, because this ain't no Thor book. It's a 70s Bronze Age horror book, and when Marvel were allowed to look at the state of this, it's so beaten up. Do you know why? Because it's been read to death. When Marvel were over the Comic Code Authority and they were allowed to sort of do horror comics and things again, they relaunched some titles, and Journey into Mystery, I think they probably already owned that. So you get Gil Kane here, and Ralph Reese doing the art. Ron Goulart, who I do not know anything about, is doing yours truly, Jack the Ripper. And if that sounds familiar, I'm going to explain why later, why you might recognise this. Now, do you know what's odd about this? Gil Kane doing the art. Now, this isn't a reprint. This is new material that they did for these books, and I've always wanted to get a better grade copy of this because I absolutely love it, and the story's tremendous. Yeah, it's a Jack the Ripper story, but it's in modern day. Well, it's in the 70s. There ain't no modern day, but yeah, and you could see that Gil Kane firing on all cylinders here, because I think his art looks amazing here. And it's strange to see Gil Kane doing this kind of thing, because I don't really recall Gil Kane doing an awful lot of work on these kind of titles, yeah. This issue here, particularly noteworthy because the story is based on a short story by a very renowned author of different sort of fantasy and horror things, yeah. And I'm wondering if any of you know who actually wrote this story, yeah. I tried not to spoil it. If you run back, you'll probably see it in the credits. I tried to cover it up. But yeah, Gil Kane doing the art, who doesn't really do these kind of stories normally, and based on a horror literature writer's original short story. Look at that last page. Oh my god. Kind of makes you think, why did Gil Kane not do more of this kind of stuff? So obviously this is an anthology book, and there's another George Alec Effinger, the writer, and Billy Graham, the artist, yeah. And I'm pretty sure, was he doing the Jungle Action and Black Panther at this point? It must have been round about now, yeah. I'm sure it was Billy Graham. Was it Billy Graham? Somebody can let me know in the comments if you can be bothered. And you know, I should really dig out my old Black Panther comics. I love that run of Jungle Action with Black Panther in it. I think it's probably some of Marvel's best Bronze Age work. The art, the story, years ahead of its time. It's absolutely phenomenal. This here's a reprint now. I'll dig them out for you at some point, yeah. So this is like an old, probably, who is that? Who's that there? Mort, oh, I don't know who that is. Does anybody know who that is? If you know, let me know in the comments. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, this is a really unusual Bronze Age horror book because it was written by Robert Bloch. And Robert Bloch is probably most well known for writing Psycho, that then they made the Hitchcock film of it, yeah. But Robert Bloch did an awful lot of work in sort of pulp magazines like Weird Fantasy and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Where he would do his own kind of riff on, the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. And he wrote this short story, and then Marvel thought, it'd be a great comic. And then they did this comic. Anyway, isn't that unusual that those traffic lights look like them in the UK? Maybe Gil Kane had done his research. Anyway, a brilliant issue, Journey into Mystery number 2. I really want to get this in a high grade and just to have it in my collection, because yeah, some people out there actually still do enjoy buying comics just for their own personal use, and this is a great book. The cover's just awesome. You can probably get it quite cheap as well. I don't know why I haven't bought myself one. Maybe because I've owned this one, I thought, what's the point of having 2 copies? I don't know. Anyway, but I hope you enjoyed looking at that. Check out these old Bronze Age horror books. I think they're really underrated, and I think they're just masterpieces. So speaking of masterpieces, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. If you subscribe and hit that little bell button thing, that'd be great. And if you give me a thumbs up, where's my thumb? Yay, give me a thumbs up, and that'd be helpful too. Right, best wishes, you lot. See you later.